We're now going to evaluate the expression sine of 11 pi over 2. To do this, the first thing that we want to do is draw the angle 11 pi over 2. So there we are at 2 pi, or 4 pi over 2, and there we are at 8 pi over 2. We have remaining 3 pi over 2. If we go another 3 pi over 2, the terminal side of the angle is on the negative y-axis. Because of the fact that the sine of an angle takes as input, or rather the sine takes as input an angle and spits out output the y-coordinate of the terminal side, if we are in fact on the unit circle, the terminal side of the angle gives me a y-coordinate of -1. For that reason, the sine of 11 pi over 2 is -1. Now what we're going to do is write out the 6 trigonometric functions of pi over 2. So we want to determine the sine, for example, of 5 pi over 2. Again, it was probably helpful for us to determine the x and y coordinate of the terminal side of the angle 5 pi over 2. If we were to draw the angle 5 pi over 2, one rotation puts me at 2 pi, or 4 pi over 2, and then another pi over 2 puts me on the positive y-axis. So if I draw a unit circle here, with this point being 0, 1, and like I said, one rotation is 2 pi, or 4 pi over 2, and then there is 5 pi over 2. So the x-coordinate of the terminal side is 0, the y-coordinate is 1. So, because the sine function takes as input an angle and gives as output the y-coordinate of the terminal side, we have that the sine of 5 pi over 2 is 1. The cosine function takes as input an angle and gives as output the x-coordinate of the terminal side, so the cosine of 5 pi over 2 is 0. The tangent function takes as input your angle and gives as output the ratio of y over x. Here I would get 1 divided by 0, which is undefined. Now we can do the reciprocals. The cosecant of an angle takes as input the angle, 5 pi over 2, and gives as output 1 over the y-coordinate, so I have 1 over 1, or 1. The secant function takes as input an angle and gives as output 1 over the x-coordinate of the terminal side, so here I would get 1 over 0, which is undefined. Finally, the cotangent function takes as input an angle and gives as output the ratio of x over y. So here I would get 0 over 1, which is 0.